JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, more protests in Western Kingston after soldier kills man. Soldiers have been deployed to sections of Denham Town in Western Kingston to remove debris used by residents to block the streets. Angry residents have been protesting Saturday's shooting death of Orin Glenn by a Jamaica Defense Force soldier on Charles Street. The protesters this morning blocked several sections of the community. Investigations are ongoing into the fatal shooting. A relative of the deceased said the soldiers were beating her son when Glenn intervened and was shot dead. The soldier them do him wrong, and him should just admit same wrong, said the aunt, who requested anonymity in an interview on Sunday. The soldiers said they were spat on by the residents and drinks thrown at them when they tried to accost the resident. They also alleged that Glenn attempted to disarm a soldier when he was shot. The residents staunchly deny all claims. Protests ignited in Denham Town on Sunday as irate residents set old refrigerators, tires, and debris ablaze on Charles Street, North Street and Spanish Town Road, labeling the death a ruthless attack. JDF confirms soldier killed in crash, begs for information to help probe. The Jamaica Defense Forces confirmed that one of its members was killed in a traffic crash near the gates of his South Camp Road headquarters yesterday. However, a day later, the Army has not provided much detail, saying the information was still being gathered. The deceased soldier has been identified as Private Garon Anderson. The JDF also said the incident was unfortunate. According to the police, the motor car was traveling towards Crossroads when the driver reportedly lost control of the vehicle, which hit the soldier, careened off the road and burst into flames. The driver escaped the fire through a window. Images from the incident showed the soldier with injuries to parts of his body lying on the sidewalk. The JDF is urging Jamaicans to take great care on the roads this holiday season and to call its hotline at 876-837-8888 to provide any information regarding this incident. Mother of Jamaican killed after donut shop dispute in New York denied visa. The family of 24-year-old Jamaican immigrant Stephon Stewart, who was shot and killed in the Bronx, New York in March, said his mother, who lives in Jamaica, was denied a visa by the United States authorities to travel to the country to help bury her son. According to media reports, Stewart was in the U.S. for less than 6 months, where he had gone to work to help to provide for his family in Jamaica when he met his demise. He was shot to death after a woman at a Dunkin' Donuts near Holland Avenue accused him of staring at her. Last Monday, police arrested 18-year-old Santiana Rodriguez, charging her with murder in connection to Stewart's death. Her boyfriend, who police said was a triggerman, remains at large. Officials from the New York Police Department said Rodriguez got into a dispute with Stewart inside the Dunkin' Donuts, accusing him of standing too close and disrespecting her. She reportedly called her boyfriend. According to the police, Stewart and a friend left the shop, but were allegedly tracked down by Rodriguez. Investigators believe Rodriguez's boyfriend shot Stewart shortly after. It is now been reported that Stewart's mother is looking for closure, as she was denied entry to the U.S. to bury her son. According to the family, his mother requested a visa but was denied. The family also said Stewart's siblings still leave voicemails on his phone as if he's still alive. They're waiting for him to answer. They are so young they don't know what's going on, said Gideon Thomas, Stephon's aunt. The family said they are not giving up and are asking for local officials to help his mother get into the country. 2 crashes on North-South Highway over Easter weekend. The police have confirmed at least 2 road crashes on the Jamaica North-South Highway over the Easter weekend. Details surrounding the incidents are sketchy at this time, but videos of the crashes are being circulated on social media. In one video, several distraught passengers can be observed stranded on the highway as the vehicle burns in nearby bushes. One man can also be seen lying on the road while a car travels in the opposite direction. In the other incident, multiple vehicles were involved in a chain reaction collision just before the toll booth, reportedly en route from Motorways to Kingston. The police confirmed both crashes, but said so far they had no reports of fatalities. Recently, the Road Safety Unit RSU reminded the public to exercise caution while driving over the holiday weekend. This weekend, remember road safety begins with you, the RSU tweeted. The Easter holiday weekend often sees an increase in road crashes and fatalities. In 2019, 8 people lost their lives in crashes over the 4-day weekend. This was a decline from the 10 recorded in 2017, which was one of the highest recorded in 2 decades. Rasta charged with assault and shooting with intent. 46-year-old Garnet Laws, otherwise called Rasta, a farmer of Rosebank Content District, Westmoreland, has been arrested and charged following an incident in his community on April 11. Laws was charged with 2 counts of shooting with intent, 2 counts of assault at common law, and illegal possession of firearm. Reports from the Savlamar police are that about 10 a.m., 2 men were sitting in a yard when Laws, who lives in the same community and known to the men, approached both men and brandished a gun. It is reported that Laws pointed the firearm at both men, then subsequently opened gunfire at them. The men ran and managed to escape injuries. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, they received information which led them to conduct a raid at the home of Laws, where he was arrested. He was charged on April 16 following the recording of a statement from the men. His court date is being finalized. Pearly Beach permit suspended after gridlock. Following an emergency meeting between stakeholders at the St. Anne Municipal Corporation on Sunday, a ban has been placed on permits for events at Pearly Beach, which has been cited as the main cause of Saturday's gridlock in St. Anne. Immediately we are suspending the permit for events at Pearly Beach for a little while, Mayor Sidney Stewart said after the meeting. The police made that recommendation until we were able to examine again the Pearly Beach venue because the primary disturbances were really at Pearly Beach, according to the police, Stewart said. The meeting involved the Municipal Corporation, the police, the National Works Agency, and the St. Anne Development Company, SADCO, a subsidiary of the Urban Development Corporation, UDC, which owns Pearly Beach. SADCO has been mandated to rethink the process of venue rental and to provide new, tougher conditions for the hosting of events there. The mayor also said another meeting will be held in 2 or 3 weeks to determine the next step. Questioned about long-term strategies, Stewart pointed to plans to upgrade the roadway from Ocho-Rios to Montego Bay. He also disclosed that new measures will be formulated to govern the activities of event promoters. We are still going to be meeting with the promoters ahead of their events, and they'll have to abide by several stipulations, include giving us a side plan on how they'll operate, he said. Social media was flooded with complaints on Saturday night about persons having to spend several hours caught in a traffic jam between Ocho-Rios and St. Anne's Bay as the party at the government-owned property hosted Festival of Floats, FOF. But while FOF might have been the main reason for the gridlock, Powell said there were other activities along the corridor. One of the persons caught up in the traffic, Andrew Allen, said that it was pure chaos as he tried to make his way off the highway at the Miami Bay roundabout as he journeyed from Kingston to Ocho-Rios. He was stuck at the roundabout for about an hour, with easterly and westerly traffic at a standstill. Allen eventually went back on the highway, exited at Golden Grove, traveled through Colgate and Fern Gully, only to be confronted by another traffic jam going down Milford Road into Ocho-Rios. General indiscipline of motorists was a major contributing factor. It was not just the taxi operators who were at fault. The police just could not cope, he said. A 20-minute drive from Ocho-Rios to St. Anne's Bay lasted up to 3.5 hours in some instances. Several workers waited in vain for their assigned vehicle to pick them up and had to seek alternative means of transport. Others were forced to walk for long distances. From Ocho-Rios to Draxall and even farther to St. Anne's Bay. COVID-19 infection rate rises to 7.9% with 43 new confirmed cases. Jamaica's COVID-19 infection rate rose on Sunday to 7.9% with 43 new cases of the virus confirmed from 2,381 samples. A 67-year-old woman and a 76-year-old man from St. James were also confirmed as the latest to die from the virus in Jamaica. The death toll since the onset of the virus is now 2,931. One more patient was hospitalized with the virus on Sunday, increasing the number to 10. One of those patients is critically ill. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.